business plan, for evaluating the viability of a business plan, is what we refer to as financial modeling. And we said that for you to be good in financial modeling, you must have some basic Excel skills to build those financial models, basic Excel skills. We also learn the importance of business model in creating a financial model. You want to create a financial model that speaks to the value, that speaks to the objective, to what you have, the end goal you have in mind. You must be ready to understand your business model, and your business model will now drive your costs down, and you're able to articulate them one after the other. So the first step of modeling anything is thinking about everything that is involved in the business and making a list thereof. So if you want to model your revenue, you can model your revenue. So everything that goes into your revenue, your pricing, your quantity, the demand quantity, you put everything down, you list them, and you cascade them. So if you want to mirror your cost, everything that goes into your cost, you model it so that you can see how much it's costing you to the market with your product. Then we also say don't put numerical input into your model. So when you are creating your model, don't put numerical input. Rather, put it in a way that you can put in separate cell and reference those cells. So those are the do's and don'ts of financial modeling. And we also look at how to create financial modeling. We look at some models, the division you have to make. Then we say we are also to do our financial modeling. We have to do our financial modeling as an assignment. By the time we fully understand how to build it, we are going to do our structured case study, which is going to be individualized project for everybody. Within the comment section, we also learned that cash flow is the major determinant of growth of any business. And so you must understand your cash flow model within your business. How do you generate cash in your business? So these are the highlights of our last week discussion. So today we are going to be going into practical. We are going to be looking at how to build a model and how to access historical information. So over to our lecturer. Our lecturer is Mr. Taiwo Olumuyiwa, and is somebody that has been training since 2013 as a full-timer. So anytime we engage with him, we know we are sure to get value. So please stay tuned as we enjoy today's class. So over to you, Mr. Taiwo.
Again, welcome back. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You are welcome back to this training. The training is on financial modeling. Last week, Mr. Ofure emphasized on the importance, the use, and the definition. Much on, but where we're going to now is just to create the financial models. In creating financial model, just pretty company. Now, we want to create financial models. The okay. All right. Can you see my screen? Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen from here.
Okay. Okay, this is just a template. I'm going to use this template. It's good to always use template to maybe really prepare your financial model. You can also use your own materials as well. Like I told you, you need to get 3 to 5 historical data of that particular company. You can get data from the net. You can get data from the maybe publish financial statements of that company. Some they publish in newspaper, some you can get in that particular company. So as an analyst, you need to get about 3. Then you can use that one to predict maybe another 5, 6 or more years for that particular company. Do we all have these? These sheets? Hello? Okay, if you don't have it, so what we are going to do is that we are going to create a new worksheet. We're going to create a new worksheet. So I've created, this is a new worksheet. Now we can start building our financial model from here. So from here, this is a fresh sheet, a fresh worksheet. Now from here, you first start with the.
I can't see a fresh worksheet. I'm still in the old worksheet.
You can't see it.
No,
okay,
I can't see.
Okay, sorry. Let me minimize this one. Down. Okay. Let me click share again. I'm trying to share my. Okay. Okay, can you see a fresh sheet?
Yes, we can see
Okay,
Yes.
this is a fresh sheet of this fresh sheet. So this first line, if you have a fresh sheet of maybe Excel or new workbook, you can follow me. So the first thing to do from this section, we are going to maybe specify the currency we are using. From here, I'm going to choose Naira, NGN for Naira. Then go to this one. So go to open this bracket, and we are working in thousands. I'll close the bracket. Oops. Close the bracket. So that is the currency we are working on. So if anybody look at the model, we will know the currency we are working with. So we are starting, let's say we are starting with when we are starting with 2015, that is 2015. This is our first year, that is 2015. That 2015, I'm going to, let's say I have about from the templates, from this template, we have about 5 years of historical data, that 5 years. So we're going to use that 5 years. Now, to get the other year, you can press plus sign, then select this plus 1. Then we'll click enter here. When you click enter, then you can press shift key, then select all these one, then press Control R. That is Control R. It's going to give you all the years right from here. Then this one, this is 5 years of historical documents or 5 years of actuals. Then we are going to also work on also able to forecast for another 5 years again. So from here, if I press Shift key and select about five rows, I press Control R, that will lead to, it will now select all the years for me. So I have five years of historical documents, then 5 years of forecast. So that is what we are going to do. Then with this, I'm going to select this row. Then I'm going to give it a color. I'll select here. Select this place. I'll select the color and put blue color there. Blue color. So blue color. I put blue color there for the background, and for the text, I use white color too. I use white color. So I'm going to increase the font for this. I'm going to increase the font. To increase the font, I'm going to press Ctrl+1. Ctrl+1. The Ctrl+1 will bring out the format cells. So I'll go to fonts. I'm going to make this one 14. I'm going to make it 14. The font is going to be 14. Then I'm going to bold it as well, that heading. Then I'll click OK. When I click OK, then you can see.
You did italics, not bolded. You did italics.
What did you say?
I'm not sure you bolded it. You did italics.
Okay,
You did italics.
Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me
Instead
go back.
of
So Ctrl+1. Ctrl+1 will bring out. Okay, thank you. So this is bold. I click bold. I choose 14. I click OK. Okay, I think that one has that's bold. Now I can increase.
14. It's not in 14.
not click 14.
It's in Calibri 11.
Okay, this guy. Okay, let me make it 14 here. Okay, it's already 14. Thank you. Now, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to increase the width of the cells. So if I press Alt H, excuse me. So I'm going to increase the width of the cells. I'm going to press Alt H0W. That is the shortcut, Alt H0W. I'm going to make the font 14. That is 14. I'll click OK. So it has increased the font to 14, and I've increased this one to 14 as well. So the next thing to do is I'm going to start to enter the income. So I'm going to put some metrics there. Just like metrics there. So I'm going to copy it from, I'm copying it from the one I showed you the other time, which is this. I'm going to copy the data. No, I'm going to copy the data from here. We'll copy the data. Let me copy everything. I'll copy from this and click copy. Then I'll go back to this place. Then I'll paste it here. I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste it. Click B. So I've pasted it there. Then I'm building income statement. called income statement. Income statements. Yeah, income statement. This one, let me remove. I'm going to remove this one. Click no border. No border. Okay, no border there. So let me select this one. Remove that border that is showing there. Click no border there. The same thing. I'm going to select this one and remove the border there and remove the border there. So I remove this border, this one too. And click this one, this one. Okay. I click no border there. So I remove the border. So I've also copied all those things there. I can also increase the font there to make it. I increase the font to 14. I'm going to increase this font to 14. Increase the font to 14. Now, all those figures, let me unbold this one. Let me unbold this one. I'm going to bold this one. Click and bold the gross. Now, I want to now copy those values from the template I showed you the other time. I click this one. I go to that. I'm going to select this. All right, click. I'll click copy. I'll go back to that Excel. Then I'll click paste. For paste. So when I click this one, I just choose values only. I just want no border. I'll click values only. No formulas, just values only. Sorry.
Value is 1, 2, 3.
Values only.
Yes.
Just
Yes.
values only. So that's, I've copied just values only. Now let me copy the other one too, so that we can work. I'm not putting the gross profit there because we are going to calculate it so that it will be dynamic to have formulas. So I go back to that particular place again. Then I'll copy these ones too. Control C to copy. Then I'm going to put it as Control V to paste. Then I click this drop down. I just want values only. Just values only. Then the tax too. Let me copy the tax. So I'm going to this place. I press. I'm going to copy the tax here, the tax figures. Right click. I'll click copy here. I'll go back to that place and paste. Control V to paste. I click this place. Then just values only. Just values only. Okay. I think. Okay. No. This one is going to be in. Click this one. I click cut. Put it here and click V to paste. So I've copied the tax, everything here. Now, this is our values. This is the historical data. The historical data. This historical data, you can extract it from financial, you can extract it from the company, maybe past records. So just 5 years, 3 to 5 years is okay. And these are the figures. Then we can now start maybe putting formulas there. So to put the formula, I'm going to calculate gross profit. gross profit is equal to the revenue minus the cost of goods sold. We'll click enter, then select everything here, then press Ctrl R. You select everything, then press Ctrl R to paste right. That's it. Then the same thing here. Everything here is just the total expense. These are the total expense. So it's going to be equal to sum. You type sum, open brackets. Then you can select all the cells. Then click enter. Get. Then press shift key to select this. Then press R to copy. Now from here, if you want to find the EBT, EBT is going to be total expense, will be gross profits minus total expense. So it's going to be equal to, this is gross profit minus the total expense. I'll click enter. Then select this place with shift key, press Ctrl R. So the net income is going to be any before tax minus tax. So it's going to be equal to EBT minus tax. So click enter. Then press your shift key, select, then click R to copyright. You click R to copyright. So with this, now there's one thing I'm supposed to do here. Now, if you see the top row, as we move down or up, it will go up and down. So we need to freeze page. We need to freeze it. To freeze the page, put your cursor here, just under the currency. Then go to View tab. Then you see freeze page. This is freeze page. I'm going to freeze the page. So the pen has been freeze. So if you look at it, you can check the year you are referencing. Now, if you look at all the values there, I'm going to increase the fonts there. So I'm going to select it from here, including the forecast here. I mean, when I select it, I press Ctrl space bar. No. Okay. I just select it. No. So I'm going to select just let me select all the figures. I just move down. Okay, I'm okay here. Now, I'm going to increase the fonts. Increase the font, I press Ctrl+1. Then I'm already here too. So I'm going to choose 14. I'm going to choose 14. That's calibrate. Now click OK. So it has already increased the font for me. Increased the font for me. Now, in a financial modeling, the standard, all these values, they are the one you extract, which is they are called hard codes. That is, it doesn't have formula. You just enter it. It's called hard code. Every hard code, you indicate it with a blue color. Why the values with formulas, the one with formulas, you represent it with red. That is standard. in financial modeling. So this one, I'm going to put blue color there. So I press Alt HFC, Alt HFC to bring color. All these shortcuts has been included in the workbook sent to you, maybe discussed by Mr. Ofure last week. So I click more color here. Then I'll select this color. This is the standard color, maybe the second one here. You will select it. This is the color. Then you now click. You click OK. Once you click OK, that one differentiates the color from the gross profit. All these ones, they have formulas, but all these ones, they call them hard codes. That is, they are just constant. They're just constant. So you have to differentiate them. So anybody that's looking at your financial model, we know which one is constant, you know which one is a formula. So the same thing goes for these two. I'm going to highlight this one here. So I'm going to press F4 key to copy. So the F4 key will copy
So
the format.
you are choosing a formula, total expense.
Okay.
Stop
Total
at
expense.
interest.
Yes. Thank you. The total is not part of it. So I'll choose this one up to interest. So up to interest. I press F4 key. F4 key. Just to okay, it went down. Okay. Take this one. Okay. That is interest. So F4 key. It's going down. What is the okay? I will do them one by one. So it's going to be, let me press Ctrl Z. Okay. So let me shift it to this level. So I press F4 key. It's going to what is the problem? Okay, Ctrl Z. So let me do them one by one. I click this one. I press F4 key. F4 key.
Something is wrong.
No. Okay. Well, I'll give it a space there. Give it a space. Ctrl Z. Okay. Okay, I'm going to choose the color. Anyway, I'm not going. Okay, this is it. So let me go and pick the color again. Alt HFC. Then you click more. Then you now choose this color. Click OK. Oh, selected. Yes, Alt HFC. More color. Okay, that's the color. What is happening? What's happening? Okay, let me look for it and I can always select it from here.
You can use format Penta.
Okay,
to
no
make it
problem.
faster.
Okay, no problem. So let me Control Z. Okay, format painter. I'll select this one. Okay. Painter.
Thank you.
Let me
No,
click this one.
you have to select
Format.
the
I'll click format painter.
yes,
then
apply to.
Okay.
It's faster that
So
way.
that's it. Thank you. So that one, then the last one is the So let me see whether F4 we're going to work there. Press F4. F. Okay. That one too. Let me click painter. Control Z. Okay. Control Z. Control Y. Control Y. Okay. So I'll select this. I press painter. Then select this. Okay. Okay, so the one in blue, they are hard codes. They are just constants. While the other one with black, in black, that one is the one with formulas. So that's to differentiate which one is constant, which one is a formula. Now, this one is just to work on your historical data. Now, the next thing we're going to do is the assumptions. So we're going to make assumptions there, or type assumptions here. Assumptions, there. Click assumptions. Then we already have an assumptions there. We discuss it anyway. So I'm going to copy the assumptions just to make it fast. So I'm going to copy this. I'll copy this. I'll right click or click copy. Then I'll go back to the sheets. Then I press Control V. So Control V. Then if you look at these two, so I'm going to make assumptions about maybe a forecast about this. Now, the first one is revenue. Revenue is going to take as percentage change. Cost of goods is going to take as percentage of revenue. Then the same thing, salary, percentage of revenue. Then the rent, we're going to take rent as Naira value, the value that is there. So if I press F2 key, I can correct this one and remove this $sign from here because we use it. I remove that $sign from that place. We are using Naira. So I put N for Naira there. The same thing here. We are still going to calculate, we're still going to do the major one. But I just want to use this one as an appetizer for you to know how to do this calculation. We're going to do the 3 statements at a go, maybe in our next lecture. But this one, I just want to show you how to do some of these calculations. So some of the assumptions we are making here, some of them we are going to change them maybe in our next meeting. So I press F2 key here. Now, this one is percentage of PP, but I'm going to use this as I'm going to use revenue just to make it, because we don't have the schedule. In the schedule that we have the PP. So I'm going to use this one as percentage revenue. Percentage revenue. The same thing. I'm going to use interest too. We're going to do maybe comprehensive something when we get to the 3 financial statements. So for this, I'm going to use percentage revenue instead of this debit. So I'm going to use revenue, percentage revenue. So I hope you understand what I'm saying. So in our next lecture, we're going to all the 3 financial statements. We're going to do it at a go. But I want us to know how to do just the way to do this one first. Now, with this, the assumptions is always the revenue is percentage of goods, going to percentage change. Why the cost of goods based on the percentage of revenue, the same thing salary, except this tax, which is the percentage of EBT, which is there. So we now start, we have made our assumption. The next thing we're supposed to do now, or we're going to, is just to calculate the assumption. So here, now if you look at year one, I mean 2015, there is no growth there. So I'm going to start with 2016. I'll click here for 2016. This is percentage growth. So it's going to be equal to, then I'll move up, I'll click this one, I'll select the 2016, divide by 2015, minus 1, or the percentage, minus 1. I hope I hope you notice. So I click enter. So that is the percentage, change. So I'm going to click Alt HP to convert it to percentage. Alt H0 to give it decimal place. Now, the decimal place that we use is 1 decimal places. 1 decimal places. That this place has been formatted to get 1 decimal place. Okay, we can do the formatting even right away. So I'm going to, if we select this place down up to this place. Let me even up to this place. Up to this place. Then you can press Ctrl+1. This Ctrl+1. Then to bring out, then we'll go to number format. Then we'll go to the number format. Click this number format. We are going to choose, we're going to pick the second last one here, so that if there's any negative number, I'm going to represent it, put it in brackets. Now, for the standard, corporate financial standard, we're going to reduce the size to 1, the decimal place to 1. I'll click OK. So that takes care of everything. So this one, converting it to, I press HP, then H0 to give it. Now, the next one is the cost of goods sold. The cost of goods sold, we're going to start from that first year, 2015. We're going to press equal to, then we put cost of sale, divide by the revenue. Then we'll click OK. When we click OK, it's going to give us this point something. Open. So we're going to convert it to percentage. It's going to be Alt HP to convert it to percentage. Alt H0 to give it decimal places. So then the other one, salary and benefits. Salary and benefits is percentage of revenue. It's going to be equal to salary. This is salary and benefits. Divide by the revenue. I'll click enter. So I'm going to do the formatting too. It's going to be Alt HP, Alt H0 to give it decimal places. So that is, then the rent, we are taking it as the Naira value. So it's going to be equal to, then you go to the rent, this is the rent, which is this. Okay, this is the rent. Then just click enter. It's going to take that figure. The same thing, amortization, take it as percentage of revenue. It's going to be equal to, we'll go there and go to amortization, and We'll click this one. Divide by the revenue. Divide by the revenue. We'll click enter. So we're going to format it to Alt HP, Alt H0. H0. Now, for the interest to going to be equal to, that will be interest. This is going to be interest divided by the revenue. So the revenue will be the revenue. We'll click enter. So we also format it to Alt HP, Alt H0. So the last one, which is tax. Tax is just percentage of EBT, any before tax. It's going to be equal to, then this is the tax divided by EBT. EBT. I'm going to click enter. So I'm going to format it to going to be Alt HP, Alt H0. So that is so we're able to calculate the assumptions or the assumptions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select this one, then press Shift key to select everything. Press Control R. You press Control R to fill it there. The same thing, we're going to select this one, press Shift key, then press Control R. I'm going to select this one as well. Press Shift key to select the cells. Press Control R to fill. The same thing here. We are going to select, press Shift key to select all the cells. Press Control R to fit right. The same thing this. You press Shift key to select the cell. Press Control R to fill right. The same thing is the same thing interest. I'm going to press Shift to select the cell. Press Shift to select the cell. Then press Control R to fill right. I'm going to select the one for taxes too. Then select the cells. Then press Control R, fit right. So this is the assumptions. The assumption depends on maybe if you understand the business of that particular company. Your assumption depends on also on many things So maybe the way the way you want to maybe do the analysis. So it depends on maybe the standard of the company or your own understanding. So we now do the assumptions. So we're going to do the forecast here now. I'm going to do the forecast. I'm going to do the forecast. The forecast, if you look at the trend, so we're going to choose 5%. We're going to use 5%. Then this one, let's say we are using, it depends. Maybe you believe that things will go down, so you can choose 30, maybe % for this. Then as for this one is 16. Maybe I choosing 15, can choose 15 for it. Then this one too. This one is just the Naira rate. So that one you can maybe just press Control R. Just select it and press Control R. I'm going to give you this. Oh no, sorry. You are going to type it there. This one is 11. Maybe you are using 10,000 or 10 million. We're going to use 10. Then as for this one is 10. Maybe you can also you can make it that 10, maybe 10 or because that one, okay, I'll make it 10 as well. Then this one is 0.6. Maybe you can see go on with the 0.6. That's 6%. Just see go with the 6. Then this one is 29. Maybe you can go with maybe 25, or it depends on what you want. Can use 25. So these are just the assumptions. Now we are going to convert it to percentage. When I select this one, I press Alt H P. It's giving me the I'm going to let me change this one to number here. This number. So maybe I'm going to type the 5% there and just type 5% to not to waste time, because that one is hard code, 5%. Then this one is 30%. Just type 30% there. Then this one is 15%. 15%. This one is 10%. 10%. Then this one is 6%. 6%. And this one is 25%. 25%. 25%. 25%. Yeah. 25%. This one is 25%. It's 25%. Enter. So let me convert this one to percentage. Let's see what I'm going to do. Alt P, Alt. Oh, this one is a Alt H P.
Sir, the last one has changed to 0.3%, 30%.
And let me, I'll work it. This one is a Alt.
I guess it's approximated to the nearest. Since it's one decimal place, it's supposed to be 0.25. So you just approximated it.
Alt H0 here. Then this one Alt H0. Then this one too. Alt HP. Alt H0. The same thing. Alt HP. Alt H0. Alt HP. Alt H0. Alt H0. So I think we are good to go. So this is just the assumptions. This is assumption to this is the forecast assumptions. This is the forecast assumptions. These forecast assumptions, this one is hard code because we put the number ourselves. That is just a constant. So we're going to select everything. So we can as well do a straight line forecast. A straight line forecast. Then you press this one, press Shift key to select everything. Then press Control R. So after these assumptions, then we can now start to build the forecast. Now go up and start building the forecast. So to build the forecast, it's going to be equal to last year, the previous year amount, multiply, then open brackets. It's going to be 1 plus Then the assumption, which is this. We'll put this one, then we'll close the bracket. That is it. So for the gross cost of goods sold, the cost of goods sold is just the going to be previous, the percentage of revenue, percentage of revenue. So it's going to be equal to, this is the revenue multiplied by this. So you're going to then click enter. Then this one, you are going to just drag it across or click across. You're going to press Ctrl and R. You're going to solve that one. The same thing. Now, if you want to see everything very well, maybe now we can see what we are referencing there. We can select this place. We can select here and right click on it and click hide. So we can now see so if we move this one, you can now see what we are working on. Now, the next thing is the salary and benefits. Salary and benefits. So the salary and benefits here is just the percentage there of its percentage of revenue is going to be equal to the revenue multiplied by the assumptions. The assumption is this, which is the assumption is that salary and benefit. This is the assumption, which is this. We'll click enter. Now the same thing, rent and that is rent and overhead. Rent and overhead is just this value. So or just this value. So you're going to press equal to. Then now pick it from here. Then click enter. You click enter. Hello? Yeah. Okay. 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 When there's how to pick the now, this one is depreciation and amortization. It's going to be equal to it's just percentage of revenue to. We go to revenue, which this is the revenue. So multiply by the depreciation and amortization. So I will click enter. Then for the interest, it will be equal to the revenue multiplied by the that's interest. This is the interest, percentage interest. We'll click enter. Then the last one, which is tax, is going to be is equal to. Now, this one, okay, please, because of time constraint, we continue in our next lecture. We're going to continue everything. So if you have any question, just reserve it to the next lecture. Please, I appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Mr. Afure.
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Be able to go more than this now. We are entering another meeting. So thank you very much. We want to appreciate you all. We are going to continue from the next class. Please, let's be entering class on time so that we'll be able to start on time. If possible, if we open the class around 8:45, we'll appreciate if we can join that time so we can start immediately. So thank you very much. God bless you. Do have a blessed day. So I'm even ending the class now. continue tomorrow again. Thank you very much.